Hello, hello! Welcome, guys. Welcome to Shogi Harbour Saturday stream where we have technical difficulties. Welcome, Jen, TCF Infinity. Hello, Mifa. Hello, Suwako. I'm not used to it because we bought a fan today. As you know from Telmar's stream, we bought a fan and it just made a sound. And I'm like, is it going to explode? No, I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, welcome to our Saturday stream where we study casually or we answer your questions. Or I was wondering, you guys, you really seem to enjoy Telmarch playing games. I thought maybe we can do the same thing on our Saturday stream. And we could make an account on Shogi Club 24 and try to learn some Ibisha together. But that's just one idea. Wanna be famous? No, thank you. I've tried that before and yep. Hi, Shogi explained. Yes, thank you so much, Suwako, for the support. We had the discussion on Discord that I should be continuing Shogi Lexicon, and you guys supported me on coffee. So yeah, I officially promise that I shall make another one. If you guys have a specific term that you would wish to have a video about, you can even propose one. Hello, Melkor. Thank you, Mifa, for 10 bits. Hope you're having a nice shogi break. Oh, speaking of shogi breaks, we have Rick Shogi ladder, right? Ladder? Question mark. And I think Adun did so that... Yeah. You don't see it, but... Thanks, Toad, for the rate. Yeah. Adun changed the order of people in the ladder. That might be interesting. I assume Mifa is on a break, so... yeah. Well, it's on Sundays, Melkor, but glad to hear you want your game to be analyzed. So, tell me, guys, what would you like to study today? Would you like to see me try? Should we do it? Chat teaches streamer to play Ibisha type of stream, or should we read some book, or should we do something else? Please tell me your desires in the chat. Kakutofu, please, says me. Oh, okay, that's one thing. It's not Ibisha, but okay. See you next time, Elkor. Santa Claus. Wait, why Santa Claus? Oh, because I'm listening to your desires and just yeah, I see. You have Pro Kifu. That would be nice as well. Yeah, we can analyze those too. Yellow. Yoko Fudori. Yeah, we could learn that. Okay, actually, I'm gonna write down what you guys saying, and we're gonna make a poll, perhaps. Yeah, ça was nice, picker. What do we do today? Question mark. Watch Pro Kifu. Yoko Fudori. Ibisha playing. Hakutofu. Order. We're gonna allow additional votes. And I'm gonna regret that. Should we allow additional votes? No, choose your favorite beats per vote. We can do beats per vote. How was the beat thing working? How many beats in dollars? 1 bit. $1. If you really wanna make it equal, it's gonna cost you, Shogi explained. All right, the polls are on. Or was it 1? Yeah, it's $1. 100 is $1. That's what I'm looking at my screen, at least. So yeah. That's funny, Mifa. That's funny. The question is how close you were to the edge. Yeah, like Ibisha study, Ibisha playing. Let's put it the same thing. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, change Shogi explains password to banana. Which you presume is not that name of an opening. Oh, they changed charge higher. Balance? Me? The poll? No. Okay, we have 3 votes on Yakov Dori, 3 votes on Watch Pro Kifu. We could do both, probably like hour per hour. Ibisha playing is 1, Kakutofu is 1, Other is 1. Do I have any Yakov Dori books? I do have Yakov Dori books. You actually made Siri to do stuff. I love it. I have 2 books. Yakov Dori in printed version. Pro Kifu and Yakov Dori are 4 and 4. Alright, which one do you want to do first? Which one do you feel like doing first? So this one's from 2020. And this one is more basic one from 2011. So we could study those. Pro Yakov Dori Kifu. That's also we could for example study some Yakov. Oh, actually, I think I saw this Kifu Eon. It was great. I saw it yesterday. Yeah, Pro Kifu covering Yakov Dori. Yeah, okay. I see we are all on the same page. Fuji Soto Yakov Dori game. That's an interesting question. I will might have to research that topic. I see where we're going. All right. The balanced polls. I saw 44111, but you balance the polls. I have no idea who votes on what. Forbid the website? Where? You guys might regret asking for Pro Kifu. Yeah, that might be a thing. I mean, hey, I'm gonna study it anyway. It depends on you guys if you're gonna enjoy it or not. Let's add on lishogi.org so that it puts us here. Is it gonna work immediately? It should say that I'm streaming, right? Or does it have to be? What is cool Caro channel point redeem? What does that even mean, Jin? Well, you tell me usually, Shogi explained. You're like, haha, I balanced the boss. There's a tooltip that tells you who donated many bits. Well, the problem is it disappears after a moment, so I have no idea. I will try next. So can I see it still? I cannot see it anymore, unfortunately. I'm a noob, no wonder. Trying to learn a new language from scratch, yes, that's how it feels like to learn Yoke of Dori or learn Yubisha in my case. It's like I never played this game before. I even have my own research about my Yoke of Dori study, but it's a painting I rarely play. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you know, there's a time you wore sunglasses on stream. I still have the same sunglasses somewhere. I have no idea how I look. That's better. I just realized the sunglasses actually have my prescription. How do we say? The lenses, so I don't need my glasses underneath. Hello, Oxen. How are you? This is the Ibisha version of Karo. The cooler version of Karo. Do we have a short advertisement slot before we start Yoko Fudori study? Always, Jen, always. Chess collab tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow at 2 p.m. we're gonna have chess collab with very strong female chess players. Shogi stream. We're gonna teach them Shogi. You look like Daredevil. Well, hopefully I'm not blind. Chinchilla, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna teach them Shogi on Lee Shogi, and they're gonna play game, then we're gonna teach them. If you do under the glasses facepalm, does it look cooler? Well, no, cool people don't do facepalms, Shogi explained. Hello, Hegemon. Can you show the Team Malaysia? Yes. Oh god, I barely see anything on the Discord because everything is darker. I'll need to download it, I imagine. It's bad for my eyes. Okay, let me see. Here you go. So we will have Malaysia 2 versus America 4 World Shogi League Division D Round 4 match on May 28th, which is exactly in 1 week on Saturday. And Shogi Explained, as you can see, and Shogi Malaysia, which is Jen, will be commenting on it, and I also will be joining as a guest. Hegemege, we are learning and then watching pro games of Yoke of Dori. I'm not using this. Oh, my eyes. Also, I cut my hair shorter. Not shorter, but this is how it came up. There's too much coolness. Yeah, like Jen looks so epic in this picture. Seof is like smug. But I don't understand the box boy on the top right. Like... box boy, yeah. All right. So let's see those 2 books. We're gonna study some Yokofu and then watch some pro games with Yokofu. So I believe this book will be more advanced, so we can start with the basic one because I also know nothing about Yokofu. Yeah, this one is like the easier version of the book. You won 4 games. Amazing. There are 3 kings on the poster. 1, 2, 3. But this one, my dear friend, this one is mirrored. As you can see, the analysis. This one has the dot in the wrong spot. This one is correct. And then this one also is mirrored. Aha. Yep. It's all a lie. All right. Let's see. So this book is written by explaining Rook 8-4 shape, Rook 8-4 basics, Rook 8-4 and Nakazumai, Rook 8-4 shape. More about it. In chapter 3, it's the newest King 5-2 shape, and then 4th chapter is the Yoko Fudori Tetsuji edition. Jian is True Knight. He's the Hollow Knight. It makes sense. So it's played since Edo. Ooh, Yoko Fudori has really, really deep history then. So both sides open up the bishop and the rook. Yeah. There is no one way to arrive at this position. All the ways are correct, apparently. As we know, it's like this. And then the famous taking this side pawn. Ooh. Exchanging the rook pawn. Of course, we have to take the... Yeah, so in this position, apparently you can also defend simply. If this happens, then you can go like this. It's an old style of Yoko Fudori. Nowadays, it's said that this move will be hard for Gote to keep the balance of the position. And it's not playable anymore. So this should be good for Sente. Demoted from king to knight. Well, technically, spoilers. Yeah. Technically, it's the same thing. All right, yeah. So this position, I've seen Telmarch play it sometime. Yeah, I guess it is possible to move the rook back after this one. Yes, it's also possible, but if you want to go aggressive and you have confidence in winning this one, you can go for it. Yeah, the idea is that this bishop soon will be out of options. You can use the gold to continue harassing it. So it's a temporal loss of material. Depending on the situation, you also have a bishop in hand, so you will have easier time exposing weaknesses in enemy castle or lack of the castle. But yeah, the Yoko Fudori that we all know and love will be this one. What's the target here? This is very important. You guys may know that this is already very heavy danger for Gote. If you look closely, you cannot really retake it with the silver. You cannot really take it with the gold. Yeah, so this is our first real danger in this opening that we have to be careful about. Now they say that there is a big, long history of this opening that Telmach likes. And then has been played in Showa until Showa 50 year. This variation immediately becomes endgame. And if you don't know the Josuke, you will quickly lose. Yes, that we all know and love. Question mark. And the result is that modern way of thinking is that this line is impossible for Gote. But the author admits that if there will be a research and if a good move is found, Gote will come back. There is a possibility of that. So it's not like it's surely losing, but according to the theory that is now, pro this side is probably not so good, but also leaving space for improvement. Yeah, and this is very usual in shogi openings that, you know, you're saying, oh, this side is better, but suddenly a new move appears and the whole conclusion changes. Yeah. I was thinking of making next video about the word kuru, kurikaeshi, stuff like that, because it's quite confusing word in Japanese shogi as well. But yeah, side note. All right, diagram C. Diagram C. We have the option of no, take. Sorry, that's wrong one. Take, go here. This is the double Yokofudori. Somebody mentioned it, Justice maybe mentioned it today. Yeah, so that is later. This bishop 3-3 will be later. For now, we're doing those older strategies. No, the previous bishop 4-4, this was favorable for Sente, yes. Favorable for Sente, but because it's so complex, there might be some hidden moves that would change the conclusion. Yeah, you cannot prove it that it's wrong, yeah. For now, it's said that Sente has better chances, but you cannot be sure that it's in all the positions it's gonna be so. Why about rook takes gold and bishop 3-5? Which bishop 3-5 behind the rook? Which one? After bishop exchange, rook takes gold. No, now it's. Do you mean 7-5? Not 3-5? Yeah, definitely Shogi has its own language, definitely. Bishop 6-5. Well, so the problem is now it's like Gote's move. So this move exists, like bishop 4-5, it exists. But what you do is you drop this pawn first and then go here. It is then playable. You want to drop the pawn here to like mess up with the position of this silver so that you have a cool rook drop in the future. This one is overplay. This one definitely will be an overplay. Or is it actually bishop? Is this a possibility? Really? Well, so the problem is this move will fork those two pieces, and you're saying here you go threatening checkmate. But then I can be like, sure, take my silver, and I can take the gold and threaten checkmate myself, right? Unless I'm missing something. Unless you're saying like, oh, I don't care about this horse, and then you attack the rook, and it makes it complicated. Perhaps. Perhaps it does make it complicated. The other option is we could like strongly sacrifice the rook and promote our own bishop. If you promote here, we can deflect it. There's many options. It's very interesting indeed. Rook sack for silver, then bishop promotion. Yeah, that's also possible. Yeah, I think it's too aggressive. Like the rook could go here technically and protect that mate. And what you end up having is maybe even like this. Who cares, right? Like just the horse and just the gold. And that won't be enough. You have no way of taking those pieces, right? Rook 3-9. Well, you don't have a rook. 3-9 is here. I mean 3-1. So we have the double Yoko Fudori. For people who don't know Japanese, Yoko Fudori means literally take the side pawn. So side pawn picker. This is the side pawn we took. Double side pawn means both of those will take here. And there will be an opening called... So that's one possibility. And the other possibility is like knight 3-3, called 3-3 knight opening. Those are still playable nowadays. Nowadays being when the book was written. Especially 3-3 knight is played by a certain professional player. And he comes up with new moves often. The other one is, as you guys mentioned, 3-3 bishop. 3-3 bishop opening. He would like to explain in more detail. It was played by Naito Kunio Ninedan. It was also played in Showa year 50. And there is 3,000 games with this, over 3,000 games with this particular opening in professional matches. So yeah, it's very important for you as a player to know this move. Hello, Annette. So yeah, so this is all the options that author is mentioning. There's 5 of them. It's A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. So one is the aggressive one that we mentioned, the Telmarch one. This one. That's the B one. Which one is the A one? The A one is the one with the pawn drop instead. This one. So those are the ones we have to be aware of. Then we have C, which is the double side pawn picker after the bishop exchange. Double side pawn picker. And here we go with 3-3 knight and 3-3 bishop. So those are those 5 that we need to be aware of. Aerial strategy. Yeah. I feel like bishop 3-3 is actually more aggressive than 7-5 bishop not immediately. Defining aggression might be the point here. Like, definitely the other one also leads to like endgame. This one will have few preparatory moves. It could lead to slower variations, but yes, it has a threat behind it. In chapter 1, we will speak about the orthodox shape rook 8-4, which is gonna be variation F, which is gonna come up from this variation. And there will be the Nakahara's king. There will be also the variation of 8-4. Okay, so 8-4 and 8-5 rook will be mentioned. And nowadays there's also king 5-2. Yeah, there's still a lot to be discovered. I hope you enjoyed this opening. So the first chapter is rook 8-4, and this comes from this opening in particular. This is like the main line. This is like many people play it, so it's worth knowing. Of course, those other lines we would have to study separately if you really would like to play this opening. We can start with this one, right? Air superiority, yes, that's something we came up on our Malaysian study. The Gangi study, if you guys read, I updated the notes on our Discord. Yeah, and there was area superiority or domination written in kanji. Okay, so book says 7, 6, 3, 4, 2, 6. Takes and bishop through 3. That's gonna be our main line. Here nowadays I've seen this pawn push, but this book was written some time ago. The rook was rather played, and the rook will be coming back here, threatening promotion. Silver would have to protect it, and then we protect here against bishop drop over here. So they're gonna explain it probably in more details. Before that, they are also mentioning rook sacrifice here, knight takes, and bishop of 7-7. This type of attacking attack also exists. If the rook escapes, the bishop will promote. Getting 2 for 1. Center is playable for center. But there is this move where we're gonna take here. They will drop here. We will counter that. Pawn drop to 7. Diagram B. And Gote will be able to attack in the center like this and other moves. Also, they will be able to attack on the second file. Center won't be able to survive here. Yeah, so let's analyze this position ourselves. We have only the rook in hand. Gote has all the initiative right now. Yeah, so it might be... I mean, it doesn't look so easy. Doesn't look so easy. The silver can go back, right? It doesn't look easy to me. But yeah, the point is Gote has the initiative, so maybe that's what's not good here. The only problem that Gote will have is that the rook drop here combined with the bishop promotion will be a threat, but if we're only careful about that, we're not bad. Yeah, that's the problem with those books. Like, you read them and you're like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I have no idea what it means. Really like learning a new language that you never heard before. It's like crazy game, but not as simple, and Center would prefer other lines, says Lily. Okay. Well, I'm quite curious, like, what happens exactly when the silver goes back here. Maybe it's worth studying. Yeah, maybe I should put a note here. Diagram B. Study, check with computer or something. We can put the note here for now. Here it is, yeah. Maybe you can find pro games with this position, you know? Maybe there will be some. Okay, back to the main line. So yeah, we have option of taking it. but the main line is to go back. And this is the rook h4. This is what this chapter is about. We're gonna have rook h5 as well. Here we go back. Here everything stabilizes. Yeah. And we will talk about the central house. King 5-2, king 5-8, 7-2 gold, 3-8 gold, 6-2 silver, and 4-8 silver. Yeah. Nakazumai called central house. So this opening is a specific one. The rook exchange or the bishop exchange can happen at any time. And we have to think of the balance of the whole camp. The best castle for that is the Nakazumai, central house in English. Gote also have the Nakahara's king, Nakahara Gakoi. Nakahara's castle, I guess, is the translation, but for some reason in English it's Nakahara's king instead of castle. I have to double check that. You guys can probably Google this faster than I can find it. Okay. What the heck? Historical games. It is called Parallel Diagonal Bishop in this book, at least, what Telmarch played yesterday. Yokofu. Signed pawn capture. That's what they call it. That's translated is to picker, right? Actually, it's the kanji for that is capture, if you think about this. 34 viewers. Who says technical opening discussion don't get any interest? Yeah, welcome people. Yeah, we're discussing really difficult shogi opening called side pawn picker. Now I try to find the name of the castle in this book, but if I Google it, it's gonna be faster probably. I swear I thought there was like the castle section, but Nakahara's King Shogi. Nakahara. Nakahara. Okay, just called Nakahara. Yeah, so Japanese is Nakahara Gakoi, but for some reason I swear it was called Nakahara's King instead. But yeah, Nakahara is name of a player actually, yeah. So Nakahara Castle. Let's stay with that term. After pawn drop 1-7, go to 1-2. What are we talking about? Yeah, maybe in Hidechi, yeah. So there is Yonenaga's King Castle, but it's a different one. This one simply is called Nakahara's, but here we have the central house. What we're saying is there's also the castle called Nakahara's King, which is king is rather here. And it's gonna be explained later. Now, we play the king here, right? Sente has also the option of going here, 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 and here. And then pawn push. Going for either pawn push or development of the knight. Trying to create an attack. Yeah, so you can choose your own castle that you want. This attack has the target of the bishop. You're putting pressure on this bishop. As Gote, you can redrop the pawn takes, rook takes type of deal. Also, Gote at some points will be able to drop bishop on those lines, so all of those variations continuing from here will be severe ones. That's quite an interesting line. But yeah, this king nowadays also is thought as a very solid, good shape. I think it's called Aono style Yokofudori even. I recommend this one. In Japanese, it's Nakahara's Gyaku. Quick check. Nakahara Gyoku. No, that's Shudan Gyoku. What am I looking at? Ai Ibisha. Ai Gakari Yokozumai. Nakazumai. Nakahara Gakoi. There's no Gyoku in it. Just Nakahara Gakoi. There was a game between Nakahara and Aono. 1990s. And so on and so on. There's like background story here. Oh, it's followed by pound. I'm not sure. Actually, we can also check that. This is Aono sensei. He has a lot of opening study. This is Nakahara. Yeah, it's 5. It says here, Yokofudori Aono style 5/8 king shape. So I am right. When he was young, he would study and play it in Shorekai. And also his student actually. And he studied together. And there is the Yuyuki Saki, Yokofudori Yukiryu, which it's funny because his name is Yuki, which means courage, which is 6/8 king shape. And he got a prize for that. And guess what is the other book about? Exactly about that. So if we're interested, we can study the courage style as well. Yeah. But first we need the basics. These are the basics that we need to know in order to get more difficult books like that. First basics, then difficult strategies. As you're gonna be lost, not gonna be able to know what to do. Including me, I'm also still very, very lost. Okay, attacking the bishop's head. Very severe variation. So that line on the here, it's also possible. That's the Yuki style. This is the more solid one, let's call it. So of course we're pushing the edge. This one actually like blocks us from pushing this pawn. If instead we go here, 7-3, 1-5, 7-5 takes, 6-5, trying to defend the pawn drop. Takes. It seems like we are forking to pieces, but we have a good move here. Rook to 4. And then if we attack the rook, we take the bishop. Rook retakes, and Senta is winning. Well, advantages, because we capture the knight. Yeah, that's quite specific variation we have here. That's the deal with Yokofudori. You don't have like this shape. Oh, if you do this, you're okay. Yokofudori, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know exactly what you're doing. So this is why this variation is so specific, and all of those variations will be. There is also variation B. Okay, so let's try to remember this one. This variation, I guess this is like a waiting move, kinda. So it shows you that you can counter the bishop drop with something like that. And the knight was too early. So immediate attack from Gote is failing. Okay. Now we back to the rook move. Rook move. I showed you the wrong variation, didn't I? Yes, I showed you the wrong variation. For some reason, it's in this position, yeah. This makes more sense. I think. Okay, I'm confused. So we had this variation for 6 or 8. Yeah, and here, yeah. Okay, yes, this is correct. But with those 2 pawns included. So yeah, I messed up completely the whole variation. Let's just delete this, delete this. Basically, it's here. When you push the pawns, I guess is the correct way. This is good for center. So instead we have this rook move, which is gonna be the main line. No, not this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This one. This is the main line. Yeah. Makes more sense. It's hard because you need to concentrate what you're reading, both Japanese and shogi, and then you have to make sure that the board makes sense. And I'm trying to do it fast because I know it's boring when I'm reading and trying to understand at the same time, but I should be more careful when I'm trying to explain it, especially that this is the strategy that I don't know about. So we're gonna do it more carefully now. So yeah, as I said, we cannot push the 3-6 pawn. Here, if we are center and if we go aggressive, 9-5 pawn takes, pawn drop takes, 3-3 takes with the knight, I assume. 6-5. So this is a very good bishop. Those bishop drops around here are really good. This is why knights are so important to develop. That's the conclusion that I got from watching a professional video today about Yakutori. This line of attacking the rook and the lance, or like forking rook and the lance if the rook is here, this is like one of the main plans in Yokofudori. Here we can defend it by rook 9-4 and we're fine. So again, immediate attack from center will fail. Instead, we're gonna wait, push here. We're gonna play 7-7 bishop. Takes. 3-3. Yeah, the knights are important in this opening, similar to bishop exchange. Go up, pawn drop. And this is also what I saw on YouTube. This is like a main line. Think of it as a main line. So what about the edge? The book is explaining the edge pawn push. Not this one. This is the main line. It's always important for us to look at the edge in this opening. And there is some difficult lines. So let's see, 1-5 pawn pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, 1, 2 pawn, lance takes, bishop drop goes here, takes, or pawn drop targets exists, right? In diagram A, so here we can drop this pawn first. The rook escapes to the center, takes, drops, goes here, is the defense. So it's important for us to know the strategy of 2-5 pawn drop to defend before the bishop drop. Yeah, so if you ever got the and center comes like this, remember that you need to defend this first and then retake, and then you're fine. The pawn drop doesn't work because the rook is here protecting. Thank you for the follow, Ern. Rucksack for silver. Rucksack for silver and silver fork is too much in that line. Where do you say? Because here we're dropping the pawn, right? Do you mean like this? Pawn 7-6. Pawn 7-6. Hi, Aaron. Pawn 7-6 is already played. In the line with left side edge attack. Here you mean? Like this? So again, I have no idea how to Yokovtori, but let's say we take it and go here. Then we have to drop. We have a lot of material here, and I wonder, you know, that benefits us a lot currently. Maybe there's a smarter line, but just looking at the material difference. One quick question, how different is shogi from chess? Well, as you know, anime is crazy, and there is this anime that explains that shogi is shooting lasers from the butts, so don't believe anime. It's like Crazy House, so you take pieces of the enemy and you can immediately use it against them, so it's much more fun version of chess. Yeah, so in this case we have 1, 2, 3. So we're losing just one general diplomatic lance. I'd say it's still close. Still close. Here, I mean, yeah, you can argue that rook first is possible. Rook takes. Scary, kinda. The other move would be to go back and then allow them to take the rook, but then we have the drop again. Yeah, I think I prefer the previous variation. No problem. Rook 6-4, yeah, that's also, but then they're gonna go here. Take, yeah, I think this one is possible as well. Might look even better. Yeah, I think rook is scarier, right? Because now we have 4 big pieces. If you continue attacking, we can lightly escape. Yeah, the whole attack is gone. TCF, you're right, this is much better. Well, here maybe they can like defend this, but I guess we can take it anyway and then take this, we have piece advantage. Yeah. Yeah, we have a Discord if you guys would like to learn more about shogi or watch other streamers. Be a shogi streamer yourself. You can join us on the harbor. All right, so back to the other line. Bishop 3-3, 7-7 is the basic Tetsuji apparently. Here, they will take it. We take it. Knight, silver, pawn drop. So this is a basic trap that I fell into when I was a beginner in Poland. A lot. My opponent knew how to play this opening because he read it in a book, and I didn't know. So the best move here, according to the book, is rook 6-6. The move that was played on this YouTube video was this one. But they say that the edge has a bad balance with this move. Because they were, the idea of this pawn drop is you want to put the rook here. Hello, vibes. Welcome. Be good for a center. Well, the king head in the previous version was weak, but I don't think Zenta had enough pieces to follow up on that. We have to protect. Pawn push, takes. No, not takes. Lance, pawn drop, takes, pawn push. And that's diagram A. An engagement starts. Taking means, again, we have this 4-5 bishop, right? This is also what the guy mentioned in the video, actually. If we take it with the rook instead, we have rook drop to 1-9. Gold will try to calm defend, but we take this pawn, it's retaken, and we have to 4 pawn. This is an amazing Tetsuji that is appearing in a double swinging rook, double static rook, so try to remember, yeah, this lance sacrifice, pawn drop, it's very, very important, yeah? This breaks Zenta's positioning. All right. In diagram 6, we will have a few variation, it seems. So we're gonna make it into main line. So this is our diagram 6. So there will be few variations here for Gote. Yeah, guys, the new people who came, if you don't know, Saturday we do like a study stream. On Sundays we do more analyze your Kifu things. If you're more interested in endgame, that's on Thursdays. Yeah, we're a little bit hardcore on this channel compared to other streamers, but hey, that's my responsibility as a Shogi Pro, I guess, to read those difficult Japanese books to you guys. Takes a little bit of effort, might be a little boring to watch because it's not like, haha, let's play Shogi Wars, woo, look at this move, woo, it's amazing. Sometimes we do those streams, but not today. Yeah, today and tomorrow at 2 p.m. we have this collaboration Shogi stream with chess players. So I also invite you. It will be more basic, I guess, more beginner. Because they never played shogi, we're gonna teach them all the basics. Yeah. So we learn here that pawn 7-5 is a good move for Sente. In diagram 6, we have both this and this move immediately. In the past, this move was a joseki, but nowadays this one is the correct move. The idea is that if they take, we will go here, and after we protect this one, let's try to find it out by ourselves. No idea. I don't see it at a glance. What could it be? The edge attack with this line? Oh, this line. Or this line. Okay, there are two. Oh, this is different. Okay, so here we would push this. Drop, takes, drop. So because we got... Yeah, I don't understand exactly. We for sure distract the enemy rook from attacking here, so we don't need the pawn to defend. And this is why we can engage on the edge, perhaps. Because they're slowed down. The variation B here is sack on the edge, bishop drop, apparently. So this targets the lances in a way. Yeah, pawn on the left it's quite clear, but if you defend the left, you will have pawn drop here and then pawn drop there. We capture the lance. Pretty cool variation. So they cannot take the pawn. Yeah, Anna Maya and hashtag chess. Yes. In chess I'm like 1800 because I don't know openings. I just win the games because of tactics. In shogi I'm like Lady Pro 1 Dan. We don't have elo in shogi. Honestly, not sure. I play in person in my school club, not too much online. Maybe it's time to try online vibe. Most openings are happy with just one edge attack. Yakovdori makes 2 edge attacks at the same time. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, Anna Maya and hashtag chess shogi collab. Yes, yes. Very exciting. Casual study of the craziest opening. Yes, Hegem. Yes, this is what you're going for. Ooh, 2800. Yeah. We have a chess channel on our Discord, so who knows? Maybe we can do something together. I used to study with Paul, who's Hawaiian national master. He taught me a lot about endgames. We're on a pause right now. We did it on Tuesdays, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, for now we have this chess Discord, so we can talk about it there. When is it? Yes. UTC? Zurich time. So it's UTC +2, I think. I'm not sure. Zurich time. 9,000. Oh my god. Yes. Well, shogi tactics can be deadly too. You just don't know about it yet. Tsume is beautiful. Alright, so double edge attack, as Lily said. And the bishop drop again. So this is gonna be equal game apparently. After pawn push, we take with the bishop drop. There is also bishop drop here type of play, but Gote has There's some Japanese I don't understand. Ikanimo. Both are good forgotten, maybe that's what it means. The Tetsuji to 7-4 is something we like to see. If pawn takes, we attack the bishop. Runs. Attack the bishop again. We are bullying the bishop, and therefore Sente is not happy. Well, we can argue they go back, and then what can you do? Is my question. That's my main question here. Maybe then we're able to push this pawn? I don't know. $2,200 FIDE. That's a big gap, isn't it? I don't know what is with people claiming insane chess ratings and then turning out to be computer cheaters. Kind of sad Twitch trend. I mean, it's not Twitch trend, it's just life. 2,200 FIDE is still epic, I guess. Why don't you play more online game, Dane? Or is it easier to gain rating online? How did that gap happen? Are you playing cheesy openings? You stopped playing Pro when you started uni, been about 9 years. Oh, I see. I see, quite hardcore, eh? So they only explaining the main variation, which is take here. If we were to take it here and then drop it to 4-6, there's no way to defend this silver. Oh, okay, I understand now. So it's not about this line, it's about this line without pushing this pawn. If you do that, this silver is dying. That's what they're saying. Yeah, okay, so if you cancel those two moves, this will make the silver undefended and Gote will be in trouble. In the main line, this, the question will be who will use their bishop better, and depending on that, you know, the winner will be decided. Currently, this is equal, but personally, the author prefers to be Sente in this position. Blind Shogi against Jen? Oh god. Wait, what did you do, guys? What are those? Posture check. Hydrate. Chinchilla noise. I guess you got bored by the Yoke of Dori. We're going to play Blind Shogi now. And it's good because we finished the first variation. Are we playing Yoke of Dori blind? Well, how are we gonna do that? Because you guys cannot see my screen, right? So I would have to do so that you can see and I cannot see. So I'm gonna log into a different account. And then I'm gonna watch the game I'm playing on my other account. How about that? We're gonna set up blind pieces, stream. And we're gonna, do we have sound? Lower the sound, please. Lower the sound. I will turn off the sound in here. Can I turn off the sound? Chime, because it's gonna be double beeping, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna go like that then. All right, Jen, you ready? Do we play Yoko Fudori though? What's the time control? Well, quick, right? It's not fun if it's 20 seconds. Okay, 20. Does it mean Jen also plays blindly? Or only me? You will die in Yoko Fudori. Crouching chinchilla, hidden potat. Hidden kentang, you mean? I blind is okay, Shogi content. Both blind, okay. So I'm gonna do it that you guys can see it on the screen. I won't be able to see the screen on my right. I will minimize it. I will play on the Penguin account. So when you're ready, Jen, you can challenge me. Actually, I cannot minimize it because it's not gonna move on the screen. Oh, I'm gonna put my OBS on top of it. Yeah, okay, that's gonna work. So we're gonna accept. And then we're gonna follow. And then you guys hopefully can see that. And then I shouldn't look at, oh god, Yoko Fudori. Okay, I will use Discord to hide it then. I hid it. I don't see the screen. Whatever you write in the chat, I also don't see it. Yeah, good luck. Onegaishimasu. So Jen and I, we're both blind. I'm nervous. Didn't play blind in a long time. And we're playing Yoko Fudori. Great. Rook, bishop. Okay. Wait, is this Yoko Fudori? Jen didn't open his bishop yet. Okay, now we're going. Oh god. She needs to retake that pawn first. So I have one pawn in my hand. Jin has 0. He's holding a pawn. He will drop it, which means we're not technically going into the... Okay. So it's hard. I will have to cheat. I will have to look at the Kifu, which piece he dropped, whenever he promoted or not, because 81 Dojo doesn't allow you to see those. Now I have 2 pawns in my hand. Jin is typing. Typing when you have 20 seconds might be hard. Make the one eye full so we can see chat? No. Why would we see the chat? Wait, can't make the full window. Oh, you say they don't see it, or? I'm confused. You guys don't see it? You see the board. The stream is frozen. Uh-oh. All right. I won't look. The problem is I have to have that window selected, else you don't see it refresh. So I just promise I won't look at it. So the bishop drop, yeah. So this is the other Joseki line, is it? I have no idea how to play this. So I have a bishop in hand and 2 pawns. I hope it's working now. It got fixed, cool. So the windows is stupid, they freeze the window that's not... Okay. Guess you took it. So now I have 2 bishops in my hand, which is very confusing. And 2 pawns. Jen has 0 pawns. Okay. Now I have 3, Jen has 1. And I still have 2 bishops, he has 1 rook. Yeah, he checked if he has the pawn there, because if he doesn't, it means there is a check on the king if he takes the pawn. It's cheating, Jen. I have 3 pawns. Jen has 0. There's a silver here, silver here. Oh, you guys don't see what I'm pointing to as well. Oh well. I'm gonna have to describe it using words. So he has pawn pushed on the left. I have 2 pawn pushed on the... We both have pawn pushed on the right. I have 3 pawns in hand, I believe. He has 0. I have 2 rooks. He has 1. I have 2 bishops. He has 1 rook. Currently silver is here. He pushed this pawn. His king is still in the center, I believe. I don't have the pawns here. We're gonna make a shape that looks like a castle and go on from there. I just made this shape because it's stable against rook drops. I have to remember I have a pawn pushed here. 2 pawns. Gold goes to there. Okay. I have no idea what's my plan. No idea at all. You're blind, me too. Also, I'm literally blind because I don't know this opening at all. It's so weird. Dropping the rook somewhere. Dropped under my pawn, a rook, it's attacking my gold. 3 pawns, here's 1. Don't run out of time! My god! Did you try to put it on a silver? I see. Okay, that counts as an illegal move, so putting here. So as I look on my other screen, instead of rook drop, rook 3-5 would trap the horse. A good tesuji to learn. Oh, okay. So let's see what. I'm gonna give myself a host here. Nope, that's not the button. Oh, I'm not the host. Jen, give one eye the host, maybe, if you could. Instead of rook. Oh, I didn't. Did I need the host? I didn't need the host actually. Okay. It's an old recovery from 80s. So. Oh, bishop drop. What happens after that? Rook 3-5. Rook 3-5. Bishop promotion, says Koshiro. Bishop drop check. King for 1. Pawn 3-6. 1-4. Bishop runs. Trapping the horse. Interesting. That's worth learning, this tesuji. So we are like, sure, make your horse, and then we gonna block it if they attack our. But I mean, it's still not obvious, right? They can continue harassing our rook, I'd imagine. Then how do we trap the horse actually? Do we cannot use the silver. Do we drop the pawn? Then they're gonna take the gold. If we go here, they're gonna take the gold. So it's still quite a bit of a fight, right? Like they can harass our rook, I imagine. Okay, it survives, yeah. But like playing this version blind seems really scary. I like how Jen was touching this pawn to check if his king was on the line of the rook. Total derp. Well, it's better to play. Here, here I was expecting you to drop the rook here, so that you can have a dragon. And then you have a better situation, unfortunately for me. That was my reading. Here I got a free pawn again, so I was trying to calm it down. And then I was trying to go for the edge, like what we learned. Yeah, that was my plan. All right, thanks for the game. So I guess we're gonna watch some, like, Fuji game. Okay, guys, do we want to find a variation? Exactly what we had in book, or do we wanna watch a random Kifu of Yoko Fudori? Thanks, Jen. Kentang power nord, their power. That you and Jen played. All right. Gonna use my advanced technique. And Google that exact position. My Professional computer. I couldn't find this exact position, unfortunately. Yeah, I couldn't find this exact. Okay, I couldn't find because this is losing percentage, so no pro will Yoko Futorase. Okay, so instead of the bishop drop, let's find a game. Yeah. So this move apparently doesn't exist, like in the database. Like it shows 0 results for some reason. Which is a lie because I just found a game with it, which is weird. So it means there are games with it. You're not fair. Let's see what's different. Takes like 2 pawns. Yeah, what's wrong with it? Bishop to 5 exists, yeah. Okay, let me search again. It's a weird bug. It shows that there's no game with this position where there clearly is. So let's advance it to this position. And it shows 0. That's weird. Okay, maybe I had some setting wrong. Now it shows it. No, it's updated. I spent 1 hour updating it last week. So bishop to 5. Bishop to 5. Like, I'm looking at the top games with bishop to 5. Bishop 4-5, I assume, was never played. Yeah. So do you guys want to check the bishop to 5? And then rook sack. Let's see that. Oh, there is an option. Ignore the edge pawn. Ignore the edge pawn push. That's a good option because there are games with similar positions. Sometimes they have edge pawn push, sometimes not. Okay, so the newest game is from 2021. And it goes... maybe we can do it in this study. Silver, yeah. So it's like this, and then they prepare their shape. The bishop comes here, the king comes here, pawn push, pawn push. Are you guys interested in watching this game? To see how Santa deals with the situation? Sure, alright. Let's see if Santa won though. Yes, okay. This line is crazy. Indeed, we can watch like few games. So let's find out what's the proper way of playing. For now, we've played silver 7-7, which is protecting the rook pawn exchange. They also open the line for the bishop. They're pushing the 3-6 pawn, which will activate the knight. The enemy pushed here. They jump with the... I have two mouses, it's so confusing. They jump with the knight. No equals yes if yes is yes. I see, yep. They extend it to threaten promotion and rook job. So we defend. The silver goes up. And then we activate this one. Bishop goes back. We push the silver backwards. Push the edge pawn, perhaps to put a pressure on the bishop that's going to come here. And here this move is gonna be painful next, right? So they defend it with a guard drop. Now enemy has no simple follow-up. They decide to push this pawn. And I absolutely have no idea why. Oh, no, I do have idea. They will activate the bishop like this. Now, absolutely no idea. The enemy pushes this pawn. I would assume it's in preparation for those moves. Like, would be my assumption. But it opens up the king's ear, which is quite terrifying, right? So the bishop does go back, and the knight comes in. Silver has to go back. The gold comes in. We have to activate the gold. The bishop comes in. Gold comes in. Bishop comes in. And here something amazing will happen. Bishop drop. Yes, I have little idea of why would they push this pawn. Trying to figure that out. Yeah, my simplest idea would be this bishop could come here and target the silver and we're blocking it. That would be my idea, but so here it's very aggressive. I assume if king runs, we have a horse, and I assume there's gonna be a fork, yeah. So they take it. Thank you for the following, Verde Gris. Welcome to the harbor. Of course, we take it, and of course, we drop the rook, which is a fork, which means we gained a rook and a bishop for bishop and a gold, so we regained a little bit of the material, right? They could try to drop the rook instead, but then we take and drop it behind, so they drop the pawn and gold drop here. Forking to pieces. Sante says, sure, take my rook. They defend it with the bishop, and then the rook comes here. As I said, this is a weakness, so the bishop comes in with a check, but the king is fine. Now the knight is hanging, so we protect it. And here, to defend the bishop promotion, this side also defends with the gold. Promotion to open up the bishop. It seems like Gotha is happy they got a lance, but this side also will be able to do it. Let's see. Yeah, it's quite equal, isn't it? This knight versus this knight. It's a different level of activation, I'd say. And also Gotha doesn't have a pawn in hand. That's a big thing to notice. The horse will go back, trying to be useful. Yeah, it's gonna be able to take this with a check soon. Ooh. Next move is pretty cool. Bishop drop to 6-3. Like going for the attack. You would think it's difficult to like attack because the enemy is aggressive. It's scary to give them pieces, but here we go. Yeah, taking the lance would be really slow. This clipper shape is too good, so we're trying to break it. If this would be a rook, there is this strategy of putting the gold here, but this is a dragon. No such a thing exists. This is really hard to defend right now. You have to add a piece to do so. And then we just take this one. Yeah, happy to force them to use the lance. So they had lance advantage, and that lance advantage was now wasted because this lance won't help them attack this king, right? That's the point here. Horse is too big, we need to attack it. Ooh. And you guys can find the winning move over here. A winning move. It's actually the same player trying a different opening, which is even crazier in a way. Chef keys, yes. Taking here. Next silver drop is very dangerous. This check in particular, it's scary because if the king goes back, we just take the gold, drop it. If the king goes here, avoiding the checkmate, we just take this one for free, right? So we got 2 pieces for 1. It's over. I found another game that is even more aggressive. And in this position, pushes the edge pawn and then drops the gold. It's crazy. Let's see another ways to deal with it. The other game is exactly same with this. But then instead of the knight, they push this pawn. So it seems like there is a lot that can be done. Again, this pawn will be pushed, this knight will be developed, this pawn will be pushed, the bishop drop will happen over here. So there is a lot of ideas a person can have, it seems. Of course, forgot that they have the option of taking this with the rook as well, right? But then this square is open for a bishop drop, it seems. That's one thing. Let's try another one. If they defend this square, one of the games I've found is bishop drop. And something like this happens. Something like that. Quite crazy line. It's a quick game, we can take a look at it as well. Promote, pushes, goes here, suck, go here, suck. King runs, goes here, takes. And this is a trap. The token is taken, and the lance drop is happening. Bishop escapes. And then the rook is being bullied. This goes here, this goes here. Silver just drops, yeah? The lance just drops, but the rook dies. We attack the bishop and resign. It's a very quick game, as you can see. Yeah, so this opening is, this particular line is like very crazy. It has many sub-variations. Oh my god, so many sub-variations. But what gives me hope is that there are many ways to play it out. There's no certain answer. So it's kind of fun to watch as well. There's another one. For example, here, not without here, just push the edge. Without this even. Just push the edge, goes here, punish. Has to drop the rook. Then push this, then push this. Stuff like this. I wonder if there's a particular reason why they're pushing this pawn. Like, there seems to be some kind of a reason why they push this one, right? So maybe again the same idea of activating the bishop. Maybe that's why. Yeah, this game's crazy as well. There's another one that doesn't drop the bishop. Yeah, quite crazy. And each pro player has a different idea. I will show you one mistake, one win forgotten, just to show you that it's not as easy. If you make a mistake, the other side will lose, yeah? Pound push, bishop drop. And this beautiful defense here. Yeah, like a beginner's game. Rook drop. Forced to drop the gold. Pound push. Nice comes in. Brutal central attack. Oh, it didn't take the gold actually. Took the knight. Guard comes in. Check. Hand drop. Bishop drop. King escapes. Goes here. Mate. This is crazy. This is beautiful. Why not silver for 5? Where? There's no silver to go there. You mean gold? So it's like him taking the gold is already good enough. He's just trying to make it better by taking the knight. So silver for 5. Okay, any other guy on the other line you guys would like to see? It's so interesting. It's like it's your own creativity that works in this opening, basically. Bishop. 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 I have no idea how I'm saying this, but I'm glad you love it. Bishop 5-5. Bishop 5-4. But that's what he does. He ends up doubling it, right? He wants to make space for the bishop first. Horiguchi 5 down. So in the past, what they done was probably written in the art of shogi. Is something like this. To attack the bishop with the gold, and therefore it has nowhere to run, and we recapture it, basically. So that would be like old style thinking. No doubling by silver 4-4. Not gonna be fine this game, am I? Doubling is better. You activate the rook, it's cool. You don't have time for this silver because knight is coming. Or what Koshiro says as well. Take, and bishop is free. I was thinking maybe there's the knight jump here. It looks severe, but I guess both work. I mean, Koshiro looks better. Yeah, shogi is quite interesting, isn't it? Like the way they deal with certain openings changes with the time. Yeah, this bishop 3-5 gold appears more like 30 years ago. And nowadays you have those other ways to deal with the situation. You don't drop the gold anymore, it seems. Oh, no, you still do. Depending on the year. Okay, let's see more often. Yeah, they don't push 1-4 pawn anymore. So you cannot drop the gold anymore. 3-1 gold looks amazing though. Yeah. Yeah, after rook promotion, you just drop the pawn. We're gonna go here. The most aggressive would be here. The least aggressive would be retreat. But then we pick up the lance. If they go here, we just take. And this king is quite weak against rook drop. Yeah, I'm pretty glad. We took one variation from the book and we studied it. This one is pretty important because it's always an option for your opponent to drop the pawn, right? As we saw in the Jens game. You have to know what to do with it. We learned both what to do with this. We learned with the other. Actually, I'm gonna check this one. No, I did check it. Maybe with the computer, I would like to know in detail how to do that. I think we arrived at some form of conclusion with it being captured, but Adin is going to have WSL match in 20 minutes. I will have to play with Ion, but I thought I'm gonna challenge him during the week somewhere. Yes, Shogi computers got stronger in like 10 years ago. Previously, they were very, very weak. Professional players were laughing that they're weak, but gradually they got stronger. Basically, programmers came in and they're like, haha, we know how to program neural networks now. Yeah, good luck, Adam. And lifestyle, yeah. And also remember, we have this event next week. Yeah, so I think we had nice introduction to Yokoftori today, right? Casual study. What a lie. Spent all your brain juice, yeah. We have another game going on right now. I love this community. Malaysia store your flag design. Oh, scheduling issues, that's sad. Yeah, he has Japanese time. Oh, no, but you have the same time actually, you know. Hmm. Ibisha Karo, yeah. I've been playing Ibisha on Shogi Quest, like little bit of Gangi. So yeah, trying Ibisha. The stream is frozen? What? No? Oh, the position on the board. Yes, I was looking at the Discord because I'm getting distracted. Yeah. I put the Discord like on top of it, which means it froze it, yeah. Windows is silly sometimes. Yeah, and I'm gonna send you a message when we gonna play the WSL game. Not WSL. Yeah, WSL. Weekly Shogi Ladder. It's the same thing, yeah, WSL. So confusing. VSL, Weekly Ladder. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna send you a message about the ladder game. My computer over there is old and it's like boo. I need to turn it off. It's so old that like the battery is too old as well. It needs the connection to work. Sure, all right. I just, need to check some openings. Maria must vaccine and stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'll play Ibisha. Maybe I should be playing Ibisha. Maybe I will play Ibisha. Haha. Oh yeah, and for tomorrow, guys, this is the Kifu link. If you have some Kifu you would like me to analyze, it's here. I hope I will have some energy after the chess stream. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do both. Unless I'm gonna be really tired, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna try to do the Kifu analysis as well. Maybe shorter, because I have to wake up at 5 a.m. on Monday. Yeah. Chess stream. So chess stream is now on break. We don't have it scheduled. It used to be on Tuesdays. Currently, I'm like writing the book. I'm trying to find time for it. So I think last stream is helping in that case. All events should have unique acronyms. Maybe we could not have something cool like Shogi Harbour's weekly invitational novice games. The Schwing tournament. Schwing. How about Nifu tournament? Newbies invited. Fool you. I don't know. Please write book instead of chess streams. Gotcha. How long did you spend making that acronym? I have a cringy Kifu that should have won early but missed messages. Yeah, if you know what you missed, unless you wanna like ask a question. I just punched my microphone and it like danced around. Sorry about that. If you have some questions, like how do I not miss this TSUG, we can have a discussion on stream. But it kind of makes me happy to see that one line of Yoko Fudori had different ways of dealing with it. It means like there's not one way to deal with it. It's creativity. It's quite fun to see. Ooh, edge attack. Jansky for perfect for learning endgame technique. Shogi Club 24 games are gold. Okay, I need to see them now. I've been losing on Shogi Quest because I ran out of time. For some reason, I choose 2 minutes games, which is crazy. Should be choosing the other ones. Yeah. Should be more serious about it. So the thing is, if this comes here, then you have this Tetsuji of this. That's him, what he might be, considering we don't care about this boy. We could consider sacrificing it before taking here, but it's gone now. It's too late now. This, or this is the problem. Yeah, that's also a very good move. Instead of taking the lens greedily, yeah. Yeah, good luck for everyone playing the weekly ladder, yeah. Ladder week, weekly ladder, yeah. Yoko Fodori is one of the hardest AI Ibisha game. It's quite fun while we learn a few lines. Yes, I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. It's a new opening for me, so unlike, you know, Central Rook or other lines, it feels fresh to me. So it's good to find that feeling again. And like nowadays, people play this white king, which is pretty hard to play in swinging rooks. Trying this new type of playstyle also seems fun to me. Yeah, and once more, guys, the ESC will be at the end of July. If you guys thinking, where should I go for summer break? Well, come to Germany. Let's play some shogi. Try to win the trophy. It's fun, yeah? Yeah. ESC, World Open Shogi Championship. It's always worth considering to come. Yoko Fadori is extremely fun to play. I don't recommend playing it against anyone higher than 4 dan. Yeah. Yeah. Free real estate. Oh, well, but this is why we're learning, right? We have to lose to a move, then the next game we play the same move against another opponent. We see how do they deal with it. I had this experience. They played bishop for 5 drop, like the Telmarch opening. And they played a move I never saw before. And I was like, what do I do? Try to deal it my way, and then, I saw why it didn't work. Yeah, that's the link. If that link doesn't open in your browser, you might have to try another one. They didn't fix this bug. I heard that if you open it in a different browser, it's gonna let you open it. I didn't test it myself. Yeah, it actually doesn't let you get into there. Ah, no, you can go to this page not recommended. Okay, it actually works. No, it just, yeah, you can proceed to it if you click proceed. And they don't have the certificate. Yeah, it works. If you click, if you open up that menu, advanced, and you go proceed, you can go in. And it tells you more about the venue and registration, stuff like that. You can register here. As you can see, many people playing Shogi. It's a rare sight, rare picture, right? If you want to be part of the history, come. Yeah, I would prefer him to see this Pandra first, actually. Screaming in web design. Don't complain. It's a rare Shogi tournament. Don't complain. You cannot have amazing web designs if you don't have competition. It's like complaining that Play OK was bad when we didn't have 81 Dojo. You cannot do that. That's the only place you can play Shogi at. Then we can complain about 81 Dojo because we have Lee Shogi. And now that we can compare those two, we can choose which one we prefer. But yeah, with the limited options. Oh, what kind of event? Hegemege? I never complained since. Do you think Shogi is noticeably more popular compared to 1-2 years ago? You cannot compare Shogi popularization when you have COVID times. How do you compare that? Our server did grow quite a lot during this time, but does it mean Shogi is more popular? I don't know. ESA? What's on ESA summer? Is it a Go thing? No idea. European speedrunning event. Ooh. Do you speedrun, Hegemege? Speedrun Shogi. Haha. Yeah, we have been growing rapidly. One could count games played as a way to compare, but as you say, with the pandemic, it might be not fair. Yeah. I mean, what we used to take as a metric would be to go to shogi.net/pizza and you go into member countries, not member countries, ratings, and you look how many people are on this list. That's how we used to know how many people are active, and they are cleaning this list. So you see there is 20,000 people on this list. 2,000 people on this list. 20,000 would be too much. But then, if you sort it by country rank, not country rank. Okay, yeah. You can see that certain countries have more members than others. Yeah. Compared to Bulgaria or Italy or Netherlands. Poland is not bad, actually. 6 times more, yeah. Used to, now just meeting friends. Cool. Rico used to be a speedrunner as well. I don't know if you knew. Bind scroll wheel to left click and use free scrolling mouse. I mean, I'm holding the middle mouse button to do that. USA to be number 3. US. But you see they have only 9, so a lot. Yeah, if you have 9 people. Yeah. Nirok also, I see. Other countries. Greece, Chile, Norway. I wonder why do they say other countries? Oh, this is top 5 players average rating. Yeah, it doesn't count. Because Belarus is just dominating. It doesn't matter how many active players on this list. What they take is like this top, and this is top 3 is Belarus basically. And Japan, so. My scroll button broke. Zoom in. Okay, now it works. Yeah, so you have Belarus here, and they boosted their own rating by playing a lot with each other, but also they're very, very strong people. Both applies. And then you have like Tomita Kenji or Larry Kaufman. Like they just have high rating by definition. Shun Tokuni is here as well. So yeah, you need to be in top 32. Top 32, yeah. Top 32. In order to be in the European Shogi Championship, you need to have around 2 dan. If all the people show up, yeah, Jean Fortin is here. This is why you should watch his streams. Look how high he is. Yeah, if I wanna flex, if I wanna flex, we go here. And we show this one, right? Jean Fortin, European Championship, number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I flex horizontally. Oh, it doesn't show actually, but here the same year. Yeah. The World Open and European Championship. Yeah, World Open usually Japanese are dominating. That one time, this guy won against this guy, and therefore I was first. At one time, this is what happened. How many times did Jean have to pronounce his name to you until you learn to pronounce it correctly? I mean, so Fortin, like the L is a sound in Polish. So all I had to do is identify that you say L, and it's fine. From Oyama himself. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not 14. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm probably not saying it perfectly, but who cares? Like, who cares? Like, I'm happy he pronounces my name too. I mean, it's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's cute. I love him. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Doesn't have to. I'm not marrying him. It's because he's Polish or something. In French, they don't pronounce half of the letters anyway. Yeah. Okay, so everyone is like trying to stop Ghost Stone's attack completely. The silver is drawn back. The bishop can be taken, the pawn can be cleaned up. He will end up with bishop gold pawns. Question is, when do we counterattack and how? We'll probably not find out about it on the stream because I will have to finish and go make dinner. As we're gonna starve. And that's not a good thing. How do you break? Well, so the weakness of this castle is here. The reason being, like here and here actually. Rarely, yeah, it's on the edge as well. The reason why is like if this pawn is, if you sacrifice a pawn, you can immediately jump at knight, forking those two pieces, right? Sacrificing this pawn also means you have this line open, and of course side is weaker because definition of this castle is. But because the rook is here, I imagine this. The other weakness is like you drop the pawn here, you force them up, you drop the knight, and then you follow up with this rook. That's what I can see, basically. Don't starve to co-op again when? Anytime, Jen, anytime. 8-3 pawn, yeah, if you have Mukai Bisha, I guess, with the bishop. But seeing how many pieces he have, but basically here is the critical point. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with yellow. You have the torch? Well, I've been leveling up my game. I went to ruins. I learned how to prevent fires by making the Flingomatic. But yeah, far from pro. So the problem is this promotion, silver takes pawn promotion will be happening. Takes knight is pawn drop, but we have to counter. Rook drops are scary because of bishop drops. We have to be careful. Next drop takes, because here again we're going for to take away the pieces the king is still safe. It's the problem. Yeah. So like this is good move if combined with those. And then we can like drop the bishop. This is why when the rook is useful. So we don't really want to take this guy. This guy is useless. It's floating and pawn takes, king takes could be considerable, but it comes closer to the danger. It's scary. Yeah, we might be forced to take it with the king actually. Oh, we don't care about it. It's just, yeah, this, we don't care about this. This is too slow. Aibisha games where the I-40 games are kind of Aibisha games where the rook is valuable because of its ability to destroy the castle from the side. Yeah, yeah. No, again, we don't want to target this boy. We want to target here. What are the other ways? Like knight drop here, for example, is a very good Tesuji to like immediately break the castle. Perhaps this is even faster than the line I've shown. because this one requires drop, takes, drop. This one is just drop, takes, and it's like immediately checkmate. Nope. Yeah, both are slow and fast enough, not sure. Pound 4-4, yeah, that's slow. Like, why? Like, this pound drop is pound drop, pound promotion, pound takes. Knight is knight drop, knight takes. It's one move faster, right? Pound drop, take, drop. So it's like one move, then two, and that's also quick, yeah, because then 2 and 3 is checkmate, right? Yeah, so here I would completely ignore it. I would just go boom. Here, because they can take here, we take, they take, we take, it's fine. If they take here, we take it with the silver. Takes, it's fine. They don't have the knight to abuse us. This is undefendable, yeah. Maybe gold drop or silver move back. Takes. The other option perhaps is to like take it if you're scared. But then pound promotion will be coming, and yeah, so here like we're gonna take Tesuji is to like drop a piece to prevent that. For example, gold drop. We take, they take, and they have the knight. We have to be careful about that. Because we're giving them knight in this situation. So like pound takes, knight takes, maybe they're gonna drop the gold to like, and then knight drop will happen. You just have to be aware of it existing, yeah. In that case, the knight drop isn't checkmate threat because they used up the gold here. So I think we're winning with a silver drop in that case. Yeah, just be aware. What pieces does enemy have, how they can use it against us, and in which timing they can use it. What is the pattern for them to win with a checkmate? What is the pattern for us to win? And then which sequence is the fastest? Which sequence is the safest? Those are those minimum things that we have to consider. Then of course there are like Tesujis and stuff, defensive, offensive. Well, this is def. It's in 5 moves. No, knowing all the patterns is like, yeah, knowing patterns is like a shortcut to reading. If you don't know yeah, okay, that's gonna work too. If you don't know something, it's harder to find it. Like we did a lesson with Malaysia. There is a certain knight sacrifice that we did. It's a Josik in handicap games, but it's really hard to find because you sacrifice the whole knight to slow down the enemy attack. If you don't know this pattern, there's no way you're gonna find it, yeah? Yeah, this one works too. So it's a mate. But yeah, patterns being patterns, the general rule, you also need to know, like, in what way do I organize my thoughts? What do I prioritize when I'm reading situation? No, my dear friends, this is just a mate in 3. Yeah, so congratulations to Erwin for winning. Gosson fought really, really well as well. I'm gonna leave here. If you guys are interested in the post discussion, you can join them on the 81 Dojo. I shall be finishing the stream. Let's see if we can rate anyone. Zuka Addict is doing music. It's very complicated. Looks really complicated. Speedrun, speedy tool. Yeah, I have no idea, so I'm gonna just leave it here. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for staying. And weekend tourney. Oh, I don't know if it's. I think it was the ladder. You know, it was the ladder. I think. No show. Yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow on our special stream. 2 hours earlier than usual. 2 hours. 3 hours earlier than usual. We're gonna teach chess people. You can check the time zones on Discord. It's in the events. Ah, yeah, because he's supposed to stream. Yeah. Thank you so much. See you on the Discord. Yeah. Bye bye. Yes, they will be. I think so. Unless I will be dead yellow. I will try to do 2 streams. See.